Alright, so you should be watching this Tuesday night. This is going to be the last review before you come to class Wednesday and take your Unit 5 test. So, it's February 11th, 2014. Your student expectation. Students will review writing functions with word problems. Okay? We're going to go back over how to pick out what's important and put it into a function. I want you to, as a kind of a do now, I want you to solve n plus 1 over 2 when n equals 5. Okay, remember parentheses first. Okay, so plug in, do your parentheses first, then divide by what you have, or divide what you have by 2. So your HOQ, we've been talking about variables a lot. I just want to make sure, I want to drive that point home. I want you to describe to me what variables are. Okay? Now, let's go through example number 1. John completed 75 miles of a 400-mile race in 6 hours. Write a proportion to find how long it will take John to finish the race. Now, if you remember, we talked about functions and proportions on Friday in example number 2, and we said that a proportion is just a little bit different, but it's the same type, it's the same writing of a function. It just looks different. It does the same thing, but it looks different. So we're going to remember or practice writing our functions with proportions first. So John, again, completed 75 miles out of 400. Okay? He did his 75 miles in 6 hours. We need to write a proportion to find how long to finish. How long is it going to take him to finish? Okay? So, when we write this, what's important is that we're not writing a function to find 400. We're writing a function to find what's left out of 400. Okay? I know that's going to throw you off a little bit. So, here's what we got. In order to find out what's left out of 400, then we got to take 400 minus 75 first. And we find that that's 325. Okay? That's what's left. So there's a couple of different ways we can do this. We can go miles over miles or miles over hours. Okay? I like miles per hour, miles over hours. We know that the 75 over 6 is equal to, well, we're trying to figure out how long it's going to take him to finish. Okay? And then we take this number, what's left mile-wise, to go right on top, which is going to be 325. Now, the key word in here, because a lot of you would have written this proportion as 400 over x instead of 325 over x. The key to that is this word right here, to finish. I don't want to know the length of the entire race. I only want to know how long it's going to take him to finish the last little bit. Okay? Now, if I wanted to break this down, I could, and I could solve it with cross multiplication and division, but that's not what it asked us for. I'm not going to do more work than what the problem is asking us. It's asking me to write a proportion. Okay? That was the question that I had to answer. Write a proportion. Okay? So that's all I'm going to do. Let's go up to example number 2. This is Big A, or Aaron. Big A went to the candy shop. He found jelly beans on sale for $3.10 a pound. And he found gummy bears on sale for $6 a pound. Aaron wants to buy 5 pounds of jelly beans and 2 pounds of gummy bears. Write a function to find his total cost. Obviously, Aaron does not have enough sugar in his diet. Right? He needs to get some more candy. Now, what we have to do is take the important information and turn it into a function. Okay? So, identify what they want us to do. Write a function. They don't want us to solve. They want us to write a function. Okay? What do they want us to write a function for? Total cost. In order to know what total cost is, I need to know what he's spending. Okay? Alright, so jelly beans right here are $3.10 a pound, whereas gummy bears are $6 a pound. Okay? I know what they cost per pound. I also know he wants to buy 5 pounds of jelly beans and 2 pounds gummy bears. I have all the information I need to write this. Okay? So let's start with this. Let's start with total cost. His total cost, how much money is he going to spend, is going to be equal to, well, he wants gummy bears, right? Well, it's going to be equal to $3.10 times however many pounds of gummy bears he's going to buy. Well, let me go over here, or I'm sorry, jelly beans he's going to buy. So I'm going to come over here, and it tells me 5 pounds of jelly beans. So I'm going to put my 5 pounds of jelly beans. Okay? But that's not all he's going to buy. He's also going to buy gummy bears. Now, gummy bears are $6 a pound, so I'm going to plug that in, 6.00. And he wants to buy, I don't know, well, we'll come back and look. He wants to buy 2 pounds of gummy bears. So I plug in the 2 pounds of gummy bears. Okay? So, for you guys, this is what I'm going to put up here. Pounds. This is the pounds of each type of candy that he's buying. This is the price per pound. Okay? This is the price per pound. Of those different candies. Okay? So you know where I'm getting my information from now. This function is what we write in order to find its total cost. If you were at the store shopping, you do this naturally and you don't even think about it. If you only want to spend $4 on, apples, then you make sure you have whatever the weight of apples that you want to buy as close to $4 as you can. Example, if I wanted to get, if I wanted to get $4 worth of apples and apples cost 50 cents a pound, well, 4 times 50 cents, okay, that tells me I can get right at 8 pounds, right? Yeah, it's going to tell me I can get right at 8 pounds worth of apples. So when I make my bag of apples, I don't want to get more than 8 pounds, because otherwise I'll spend more than $4. Alright guys, this is your last review. I will see you on Wednesday. I will allow you to have any notes for the test that you bring to class. So bring your entire notebook. You can use the entire notebook.